Hi everyone. I'm Nazneen Kashwala, founder of Winged Fables, and I welcome you all to yet another session of Hash Talks by Winged Fables. As we all know that today is 1st of July and it is Doctors' Day today. Doctors are somebody's hope, they are somebody's hero. And particularly in these special times, I should say the times of crisis in a pandemic, global pandemic situation, doctors have played the role of a soldier for us. So today I am so glad to have with us Dr. Ashka Ponda. So Dr. Ashka Ponda is basically a doctor of a prominent psychiatrist and a clinical psychologist from Vadodara. And that is why she believes that she is genetically wired to understand the human brain and to help people with the problems associated with it. Ashka has completed her MBBS from Vadodara and she has bagged in a lot of gold medals while pursuing the same. She did her post graduations in internal medicine from Shri Krishna Hospital in Karamsad, and now she's training to be a neurologist. Dr. Ashka, welcome to Hash Talks by Winged Fables.
Thank you, Nazmi.
Okay, so Ashka, very quickly, if you can please share with us what has been your journey of becoming a doctor?
So it's really wrong. So I turned 30 this year and I'm still studying. And then look at you. You went to two different jobs, and on top of that, you're following your passion and achieved such great heights with it. And look at me, I'm still studying. But just kidding, though. It may be really long, but it is worth it. For example, recently we had a patient who had right hand and leg weakness and was not able to speak, and due to a clot in the brain, and with the treatment that is available right now, we sent him home walking and talking almost normally. So that is a miracle, and so that is my journey.
Okay. And Ashka, if you could please narrate one important or a memorable incident, maybe while interacting with your seniors or with your initial duties in the hospital wards, we would love to listen to it.
There have been many incidents, but one that touched my heart was like in my initial days when I just started interacting with patients and observing the treatment and learning from my seniors. I remember we had a young female who had come with self-ingested poisoning, and I remember having stayed with her for many hours, managing her with the help of my seniors, counseled her, and ultimately we sent her home happy and healthy, both physically as well as mentally. And then life went on. And then a couple of years later, uh, on a bus stand, I bumped into her with her newborn baby. And at that time, she showered us blessings with like giving her a new life. So I think at that moment I felt that this is it. This is why I'm working so hard, and this I couldn't have done anything better.
That's awesome. And so, Ashka, what made you pursue masters as a neurophysician?
You introduced me, my father being a psychiatrist and my mother being a clinical psychologist. I had always been fascinated by the marvelous and miraculous brain and its connections. So here I am training to be a neurologist.
That's awesome. And as a neurophysician, what are some of the health related tips that you would like to share with everyone?
Health, by definition, is a state of mental, physical, and social well being altogether and without a disease. And so, all these three components need to be balanced in life to achieve a proper optimum health. So, I think for physical health, we need a healthy and timely meals and proper exercises, as we all know. But for the brain, I think we need to focus on positive thoughts. The other very important thing is that we need to challenge ourselves daily. Like challenge your mind with brain related puzzles that are available. Do Sudoku, do other jigsaw puzzles. This helps in improving neural plasticity, which means that we build new connections in the brain daily. And with the puzzles and jigsaws and everything, it helps to improve this, and that keeps our mind sharp. And the other thing is that you should participate in social activities, surround yourself with good people. And the ultimate, I think, last but not the least, is that we need to meditate. Take time for yourselves and meditate. I think that you can explain better that how important meditation is. Yeah,
Right.
so
Right, Ashka. And Ashka, I also know that at present you're having, you first-hand interactions with COVID patients, and you're involved with COVID duties for several hours in a day. And it'll be nice if you can tell us what exactly is a positive patient treated in an isolation ward, and what routine is set for them, or what kind of medicines, if any, is usually prescribed, or anything else that you would like to share on this subject.
uh, so the first thing I want to say is that wearing the personal protective equipment that is given.
Yeah.
The first time I wore it, I remember I felt so suffocated. I'm mildly claustrophobic, and you can imagine how I went through that. And on top of that, you cannot drink water, you cannot pee, your glasses get fogged. So you need to stabilize yourself first, and then help stabilizing the patient. But apart from that, regarding the treatment, so I work in one of the best and most advanced hospitals of Gujarat, and we have a set protocol for patients of COVID-19, and that varies according to the severity of the patients. And plus, case to case basis, some treatment varies. Also, an important thing is that we encourage lung expanding exercises, which is equivalent to pranayam.
Right.
So I think to prevent, as we all know, that SMS, that is sanitization properly with masks and social distancing, is very important. But along with that, pranayam and yoga really help. And that also, Nazneen, you are an expert. So maybe later you can do a talk on pranayam and yoga for COVID-19 patients.
All right, Ashka. And Ashka, how is the situation now? This is, I just want to know your opinion that how, according to you, is the situation being handled by the authorities? And is there anything that can be improved, or anything that you would like to mention which is going on really very well?
So we are encountering this type of illness for the first time. All of us, like this is for the first time in our lifetime, and everybody is doing their best to prevent the spread and treat as much as possible. So I think the timely lockdown implementation helped reduce the spread a lot, and hence helped all the healthcare workers to cope up with the pandemic, as opposed to many other developed countries. Not even the best psychics could predict such a pandemic. And with the limited knowledge of the origin, the mode of spread, and the treatment modalities, I think government has taken adequate steps. Plus, a very important thing is that the population subjected to this virus, and the discipline of its population. I think that is the most important thing. So rather than the government, it is the population like us who need to be disciplined on what the government is asking us to do. That is what is required right now.
Right. That makes sense, Ashka. And just one more thing. Uh, can you tell us one important incident specifically which you could pick from your interactions with the COVID patients, or with any other colleagues of yours, that has hit you hard, or which is very close to your heart?
So, not a particular incident as such, but I wanted to say this that COVID being a new virus, and hence a lot of is unknown, and there is a lot of misinformation going around on social media, on WhatsApp, and everywhere. So, once the patient, I've seen that as a general thing, once a patient comes positive, they they become really, really scared because they don't know what to expect further. Once the patient gets the virus, he feels that he's going to die. But that's not so, as we all know. And on top of that, if they are alone in the hospital, family members are not allowed, and being alone in a hospital surrounded by doctors, nurses, and other staff wearing those alienated costumes, it does not help. Though we try to do as much as possible, but I think here uh, again I say that prevention is really better than going,
Right.
getting treated.
Okay, Ashka. So I had these questions for you. I would just, like to summarize what all things that you just mentioned. So you have particularly given importance to meditation, pranayam, and yoga. It will help not only in to tackle this situation, but it will also help you otherwise to have a healthy lifestyle. Besides, solve a lot of puzzles, train your brain, challenge your brain, if I can say, every time to have proper wiring within. All right. And for the COVID patients or to prevent corona, as you said, prevention is better than cure, and the discipline of the population is very important. So Ashka, it was great to have you, and I wish you all the best, and thank you for serving us. And I also wish all the doctors out there a very, very happy Doctors Day. Thank you for your courage, and thanks a lot for serving us. Thank you. Thank you, Ashka.